Caleb, how you doing?
Good. Good to see
You have
you.
a beautiful room of pegmatitic minerals all from Brazil, it looks like.
Yep.
Or some from
A
Afghanistan,
couple
I
from
think.
Afghanistan.
Yes.
And a couple from Tanzania.
Oh, yeah, that's right. This caught my eye for a couple reasons. It's a topaz, and it's very large. I would say it's about 7 inches wide, up to 5 inches tall, and 6 inches thick. Yeah, that is a huge thing. Just the topaz. The whole specimen is almost a foot in one direction and 10 inches another direction, and about 7 inches, 8 inches high, the overall specimen. But it's an extraordinary champagne type topaz from Pakistan. What really caught my eye is the 3 cases of Brazilianite specimens. And the reason they caught my eye is that I'm seeing these on hard rock matrix, and the few that you ever see on hard rock matrix is usually a feldspar, might be attached to one crystal. But it's quite unusual to get these crystals on translucent quartz. Yeah, that's incredible. I've never seen, is this the first time they ever found this type?
Yes.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like it. Also, you have, what, a little bit of feldspar?
Little feldspar on top right here. Most of it is forming on feldspar crystals, as you can see.
Yes. And even at that, as I say, in my day of collecting years and years ago, you're lucky to get a piece of a feldspar with a crystal on it, and that's it.
Yep. Now most of them are forming on feldspar.
They're fantastic. Yeah. Right here, here's a good example of what I'm trying to talk about is these Brazilianites. Here you have a cluster of Brazilianites, small crystals, and the one center crystal here, and then you have this pure snow albite with some lepidolite back of it or in between, and that's just a lovely specimen. That's what you call a hand-sized specimen. It's about 4 inches by 3 1/4, about 2 3/4 deep. But that's a very, very lovely specimen. This is a major find, because usually Brazilianite is not the easiest thing to get a hold of. But once they do hit a pocket, and the ones I've always seen are always been just kind of a cluster of Brazilianite, and that's it, nothing else.
Yep.
Never on matrix. So we have this type, and then we have the Brazilianite here. It's a cluster, but he's got a big feldspar here, which is quite interesting. And that's a crystal, I think.
Yep.
Yep.
And
Look at that. That is really something. So they just formed over quartz and feldspar.
mostly feldspar, only very few pieces on quartz.
Okay, very good. And it's a wonderful cluster. Is this from the same mine that these small ones came out years and years ago?
I believe so.
Okay, now what's different about this time, this is another location for Brazilianite, and what's fine about these, it's a cluster of mini crystals, and then you have the associated matrix with it, and so they're quite desirable. But I have to be honest with you, the big ones are still the premier Brazilianites, but this is certainly a fine addition to anybody's collection to have a Brazilianites. They're extraordinary things. Yeah, just a lovely thing. Well, congratulations. And these came out, you say, to the last few months?
Yeah, well, about 6 months ago.
6 months, okay.
Here's also another exceptional one.
Okay. This is a lovely cluster. Look at that. All terminated crystals, and you got some lepidolite here. Excuse me, muscovite. Say lepidolite, that's purple. Lithium. Yeah, this is muscovite. Yeah, this is with muscovite, basically.
Yes.
It's a cluster all growing together.
And muscovite on the back, no feldspar.
No feldspar, just the muscovite. And just a lovely cluster of terminated and double terminated crystals.
Yeah, those two main crystals are both
Very
doubly
nice.
terminated.
Both are double terminated. Lovely thing. Yeah. Then you have some nice other general gem minerals. Can I see the Tanzanite, the big one out?
Sure.
There's a number of fabulous Tanzanite, but since we're in here, we might as well just shoot this.
And we also
It's a nice crystal. And we're going to film a couple killers of this, but this is from the one gentleman's room, so why not? Let's shoot it. It's a beautiful piece. And you'll be hearing more about Tanzanite through this whole What's Hot in Tucson, because there's some killers coming into town. But that's very nice.
We also have a beautiful double.
Yeah, let's see the, oh, okay. Imperial Topaz from Ouro Preto, Minas Gerais, Brazil. It's very difficult to get these topazes of this type, double terminated. I had one that was like 4 inches, again, from Richard Gaines, Dr. Richard Gaines, years ago. And it wasn't as gemmy as this, but it was a perfect crystal. Killer. Crystal. This is a lovely thing because it is double terminated and is also has a lot of gemminess to it.
It's got great color down the seam.
Yeah, nice color. So this is what you call your Imperial Topaz from Brazil. Very lovely crystal. I want to see the big one there too. That's a large crystal. This is way above average, but they have been getting them big. And this one here would be, I would say, is definitely way above average size by magnitude of many times. I have seen them bigger too, but this is a very large one.
These are very old production.
Oh, this is from an old production.
Yes.
Okay. Very nice, yeah. You want a museum thing on display and set back in a case like that, and you just have that like that. It's a beautiful crystal for display. Very good. Appreciate it. Let me see the deeper orange one there.
Yeah, that's the best color.
Yeah, that color is, you're getting into Imperial Topaz now. Okay, we have here what they call real Imperial Topaz. Now, there's various grades of Imperial Topaz, but they're very hard to get. And the more red in it, the more valuable it becomes. This is what you call your true basic Imperial Topaz. Once this is cut, the facets reflect back and you get this reddish orange tone coming back out of the finished stone once that's cut. This is a very nice gemmy crystal. Parallel growth of another crystal on the back side of this. Very gemmy in here. But that's a lovely color, and it's just a beautiful specimen for one's collection. Very nice. It's nice to see these. Okay, I think that'll do it, Caleb. I appreciate it. You really got some neat things in here.
Thank you.
Yeah, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for what's hot in Tucson, and boy, I'll tell you, this is one hell of a find of Brazilian material, especially these Brazilianites. And I appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice job.
Thank you.